friends, Namaste. I'm Vedha. Today we are going to discuss an important principle of the astrology, that's Vedha Nakshatra. Along with it, we will also try to understand the base of not only this principle but also of all the principles of Vedic astrology, and that is Zodiac and its creation. This mysterious creation holds all the principles of Vedic astrology. Once we are clear about the zodiac, it would be easy to understand the roots of all the other principles of astrology. Astrology is a divine science with thousands of principles. I believe it is nice to have the knowledge of any principle dictum, but at the same time, if you also knows the base, the root of the same, it not only helps to understand the principle properly, it also remembered for a long time. Same way, to understand the Vedha Nakshatra, the knowledge of its foundation also have a great importance. Whatever is happening or is pervasive in the universe, all are based on the five elements. The cause of all the celestial movements, fixed and moving stars of the sky are also based on these five elements. Zodiac, the path of all the moving planets and all the nakshatras placed therein are also caused by these five elements. The contribution of these elements made the environment of this zodiac unique. All the 27 nakshatras derive their specific elements from these and establish their stability and specialities. Many of the celestial movements happen due to the distribution of these elements. And due to these movements, a strong electromagnetic energy space is being created in the center of the zodiac. This space is confined within the trine of Mars' three nakshatra, namely Mrigashira, Dhanishta and Chitra. There are two stages of this entire arrangement, inward and outward. The first slides on the screen shows all the imbalanced energies flowing inward towards the center of the zodiac. The second slide shows the outward flow of accumulated energies amongst the nakshatras and the other entities of the zodiac. We can consider it like storage and distribution system of tattva energies. When we start counting from Ashwini, the Pushkar nakshatra of Mars, namely Chitra, comes exactly at the 180-degree center of the zodiac. Pushkar literally means two petals. The four padas or petals of the nakshatras are divided equally into two parts, splitting earth and air padas for the sake of two signs of the respective elements. Similarly, other two nakshatras of Mars, Mrigashira and Dhanishta, also called Pushkara, and are divided in equal two parts. If we imagine a triangle, each side of which contains 9 nakshatras according to Navtara scheme, then the 3 nakshatras ruled by Mars, namely Mrigashira, Chitra and Dhanishta, would occupy the centers of the 3 sides of the triangle, thus forming another small triangle in the center. This triangle stores all the elements in a compressed form, causing an electromagnetic space therein. Okay? Now we will try to understand the speciality of Chitra Nakshatra. To understand the significance of any nakshatra, one must know the personality of its Devta or deity. And Devta of Chitra is Tvashtra, and he is the knower of whole Maya, the illusion of the entire universe, and he is also the divine Lord of invisible creation power. In his creations, he considers no difference between Devas and Asuras. It simply means his creations are for the entire universe without any discrimination. He has excellent creations, and one can say that the Zodiac is one of the best creation. A fort with the 27 beautiful mansions. He is the ruler of all kinds of tools and instruments, and is also known with the name of Vishwakarma, after the name of one of the 7 rays of sun. According to some wise, he manifested himself even before the 5 elements came into the existence. Just as the Lagna has the pride of being a Kendra as well as Trine, Chitra Nakshatra also has the position of Kendra and Trine. Those wise who keep difference of opinion in an amsha, they must keep this glory of Chitra Nakshatra in the mind, which makes Chitra Paksha Spaika in the middle and amsha the paramount. Now we will talk about the second Mrigashira Nakshatra. Its deity is Soma, moon, and all the 27 nakshatras comes under its jurisdiction. This nakshatra also has a strong relation with Akash Ganga, Milky Way, which looks like flowing towards south from the center of the Mrigashira at 0 degree of Gemini. It is said that this is the path of all the souls coming and departing on the earth. Deity of third, Dhanishta Nakshatra, is Ashtavasu, who are known as the lords of different strong powers. They are responsible for the management of upper planetary system and all the universal affairs. After creating the zodiac with the help of these deities, Vishkarma handed over the management responsibilities to these Ashtavasus. With the time, they were known as Dikpala, the guardians of directions, who are handling the management of the zodiac with Dik Chakra, the auspicious wheel of direction, and Kal Chakra, inauspicious wheel of time. All the calamities, disasters, terrorist attacks, and mass scare are the results of imbalance of these two chakras. If one can understand the functioning of these two chakras, he can predict about these incidents in a better way. Balance in these two wheels shows pleasantness, and imbalance causes negative impact on the Srishti. Now we will try to understand Nakshatra Veda. Literally, Veda means pursing. In our context, it also means repulsion between two entities. Due to strong electromagnetic energies, the space between the three nakshatras of Mars become the center of a region of Veda. Just as the two poles of a magnet repel each other, or we can say that it has Veda in both the ends and they oppose each other. Similarly, with the electromagnetic energy of the trine, the two nakshatras in the two ends of the spokes obstruct each other or cause Veda. Out of 27 nakshatras, 3 nakshatras of Mars have Veda to each other, and rest of 24 nakshatras have 12 pairs of Veda with the opposite nakshatras. The stored energy in the center continuously keeps flowing like waves from the arms of the trine towards the other nakshatras. On the one hand, this trine and flowing waves of the electromagnetic energy creates prominent Veda. On the other hand, it plays a dominant role in the internal transformation of the center. The flowing Veda energy from all the three sides of the trine terminates at the border points of Ashwini Jyeshta, Ashlesha Mula, and Magha Revati, all the 6 Gandanta nakshatras. Broadly, Gandanta means tormented junction. But this Gandanta, by dividing the zodiac into 3 parts, also gives a significance of 3 stages of time, 3 phases of life, 3 worlds, body, mind, and soul. And further, these divisions are also known as Navtara, the 3 segments of 9 nakshatra each, which become visible at the junctions of Aries Pisces, Cancer Leo, and Scorpio Sagittarius. A deeper understanding of these three Gandantas also shows the Sanchit, Prarabdha and Kriyanvit karmas responsible for the continuation of this creation. Now we will talk about the uses of the Vedha Nakshatra. A person can enjoy a happy relationship with another person if their birth nakshatras do not have Veda against each other. In the married life, Veda between the birth nakshatras of the couple considered as highly inauspicious. Knowingly or unknowingly, one partner could be blamed for others' failures and bad luck. Partners with this dosha is often seen blaming each other with the remarks of jinx, spoiler, and dominant, etc. etc. I have seen charts of the couples with Veda affliction where marriage happened but results into the separation due to this affliction only. Therefore, it is important to avoid this dosha in matching, especially for psychological understanding of the couple. Any person having Veda between Moon and Lagna Nakshatra suffers the whole life with this affliction, resulting into the imbalanced level of the body and the mind. This is the example chart of a girl. Her Lagan Nakshatra is Magha and Moon Nakshatra is Revati, and both have Veda to each other. Her childhood was never a normal, and later in the short age of 25 only, she is diagnosed with the multiple sclerosis disease, which is known for the lack of communication between the mind and the body. Veda between the Atam Karka and Dara Karka is always inauspicious for the longevity of the married life. The next example chart of a male shows his Atam Karka in Ashlesha Nakshatra and Dara Karak in the Mula Nakshatra. And both the nakshatras have Veda to each other. He got married late in the 35th year, and the fights between the couple, arguments, started very next day of the marriage. Within a month, he met with an accident and his both the limbs paralyzed. His wife left within 15 days of the accident. This is the result of Veda. Veda is also considered important in all the muhurtas. Transit moon nakshatra Veda to natal moon shows losses and failure of the events. The Veda concept of 27 nakshatra has a scientific base and a special purpose, but for some other purpose, Saptashalakha Paddhati with 28 nakshatra is also used. According to this principle, one can know the Veda between the transit planets. All the 28 nakshatras are placed on the endpoints of the spokes, made with 7 vertical and 7 horizontal spokes. Then transit planets are placed on the endpoints according to their occupied nakshatras. Any spoke with planets on its both sides considered as a Veda planets. I hope all the viewers have enjoyed this discussion. Thanks to all of you. May Lord Shiva bless you with the divine knowledge.